welcome to Analytics and Beyond. Today we are going to discuss on data visualization techniques. According to BCU syllabus under data analytics, this techniques is as for 8 marks. We have 3 types of techniques, that is one is spatal data, time variant data and multivariant data. Each carries 8 marks according to the BCU data analytics. So first let us understand what are the techniques used under spatal data in order to represent the spatal data. First we have chlorophyll map, then comes the heat map, dot density map, proportional symbol map, flow map, cartograms and 3D surface map. First one is a chlorophyll map. This is actually a map where we represent the patterns or the proportions or density in terms of shaded areas. Here you can see from the pictures that some parts of this map are shaded with blue color, green and red. So that indicates the density or level of income, or if you want to diagnose any disease and you want to check out the rates of the disease, then you can use this chlorophyll map. Chloro means color. So color plit means filled, color filled maps. So this is one of the techniques that we use it in order to represent the data, and we can bifurcate the data, we can make the highlighting of the data. Easily we can make the differences. So that is why we use it. And the tools are ArcGIS, we call it as QGIS, Tableau, Power BI. So right now we are using Power BI. So just I'll show one example from that. I've opened a Power BI here. So chlorophyll map is, you are having an option at the right side called as a field map. So select that option. I want to know the country. Select a country which has which is allowing a discount. So I clicked on, I have selected country as well as the discount. So you can see here, just I'll zoom. You can see the country which is allowing the discount is represented or shaded in blue color. That is North America, and one more we have as Europe. So these two countries are allowing the discounts, which is shaded in blue. Remaining countries we can easily make out they are not allowing any such discounts. So for this we use chlorophyll map. The second one is a heat map. This is a type of map where we use to represent or visualize the intensity or density of the data points. It is similar to the chlorophyll map where we have used the previous one. There we used to represent the data and shade the regions in the map, but here we are representing in the form of clusters or in the form of a picture. For example, here I have indicated with red color, that means indicate it is an high alert, or it is a moderate alert, and which is in green color you can consider it as a low alert. For example, if you want to represent the density of spreading of any crime or disease, by looking at this easily anybody can understand in which region it is high alert, low alert. So for this we use heat maps. Depend on the situation whether you want to use heat map or the chlorophyll map. And the third one is the dot density map. The name as it indicates the dot. The dot represent a quantity or a value. So you can see in the below diagrams that where some regions are represented in terms of a dot. Some are with blue color, some with yellow, some with green color. So each dot indicates the number of values or the density, or it may be a population or sales, number of sales happened in the region. For example, one dot may indicate one blue dot equals 1000 sales. If there are 2 blue dots, then it is 2000 sales happened in that particular region or the country. If it is red, it may be a population. 1 red is equal to 1 lakh people. So if there are 2-3 red dots, then there are 3 lakhs people in that particular region. So like that, by depending on the color and number of dots, we can fix a scale and we can represent that in terms of a map, that we call it as a dot density map. So all these techniques are spatal data, means it is nothing but a geographical representation of data. So how we are going to represent it. The fourth one is proportional symbol map. Proportion itself indicates, so here we represent each data in terms of a circle with different sizes. You can see small circles, a larger one here. Larger one represent large data, smaller one represent small data of this particular magnitude of this location. For example, I want to find out the spreading of diseases. If there are larger dot, then I can say the magnitude of spreading of disease is high. If there are smaller dot, it is low. So in exams, you just need to write what is the definition, and below you need not represent using a diagram. If it is possible, you write it, because there will be no time to write in the exam. So again, the tools are Tableau, ArcGIS and Power BI. So I'm not able to show this in Power BI because whatever the versions that we are using is a free version, and paid if you take, then you are able to represent that. So only the first one I'm able to show in Power BI, rest I can't show it because even our version is not a paid version. Okay. So next, fifth one is a flow map. Flow maps is nothing but if you want to display any movements of the entities. For example, if you want to know, if you have ordered something, and if you want to know, or if you want to track your orders, you will be looking at that. Or if you have, want to travel from one place to another place, then we will be using the Google map, right? In the Google map, as on we move from one region to another region, the maps also keeps on updating, and it will show the directions, routes, all those things. So that we call it as a flow map, that indicates the way in which the data is able to move and how you are going to travel, and you are able to track the live location, what is going to happen in that particular region. So for that, if you want to show migration patterns, trade routes or traffic flows, then we can use this type of chart, so that easily you can come to know what is happening. So next one is cartograms. Cartograms are the map. In this maps, we'll just use these maps irrespective of whatever the size. We sometimes will enlarge this particular region, or sometimes we will minimize this region. So whichever region we want to consider, that region we'll zoom it or we'll enlarge it, depends on the requirements. Irrespective of the geographical size, we'll try to enlarge it, we'll try to remove some contents, or we do that. So if you want to show, for example, this is a smaller area actually, but I'll try to make it larger size just to show that in this particular region more sales happened. So that is why I'm just enlarging that. So if you want to show anything, data, like if you want to show like number of votes or something which is more, then we'll try to enlarge that area even though the area is smaller. So that is the meaning of cardiograms. So for that we have a tools called CardioDB, Tableau, QGIS. Like Power BI does not support this actually. So such maps here they have enlarged and shown you, but actually the region is not big actually. Try to enlarge or diminish the things as on we require. So if you want to show that, then we use cartograms. And the last one is the 3D surface map. For example, if you want to view anything in the terms of 3D representation, for example, you have a Google Earth, we'll be using Google Earth just to show the elevations of mountains, valleys or rivers or anything. If you want to show, then we'll go for 3D surface maps. Again, Power BI does not have the facilities of showing that. So it is created where the height or depth of surface correspond to the data values. Depending on the data values, for example, I want to show volcanoes, then depending on the data values, I'll show it in the form of 3D so that the people can understand. So you can see this in the Google map, so that wherever there is a forest or the hills, mountains will be represented in terms of 3D images, so that you can pictorially understand where regions are, mountains are, where the plain valleys are. So here you are able to see this is a plain area, this is a river, and these are some of the in forest elevated areas. So in order to do that, we'll use that 3D surface map. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.